It's a beautiful day for soccer here at Don Thomas Stadium. Welcome to this Exeter doubleheader. First up, it's the Eagles hosting the Fleetwood Tigers in a boys matchup. Following that will be the girls against Warwick. It's a 1:30 start on this Saturday afternoon. I'm Adam Cook alongside Andrew Schwenk. How are we feeling, Andrew?
Well, it's 1:30 on a Saturday. We got a doubleheader, and it's a Saturday, so I'm doing great.
Good vibes, good weather, good teams. Andrew, let's talk about what we should be expecting from this really good divisional matchup. This will be the last divisional matchup of the season. Actually, no, it won't be. Excuse me, Exeter has Conrad Weiser up next. This will be, I believe, it for Fleetwood. Nope, not it for Fleetwood yet. They have Twin Valley 2. Second to last divisional game for both these teams. So let's take a look at what the Berks League is looking like. There on the screen, you can see BCI AA Division 2, the standings. Conrad Weiser has clinched Berks 2, but Exeter sitting not far below them. They are second place, and they do have the tie-breaking win with second place. The second place team in Berks 1 that gets them the playoff bid. That is over Muhlenberg. So very surefire lock for the Berks playoff. Let's look at what this playoff bracket is looking like as of now. You have number 1 Conrad Weiser hosting Tulpa Hawken. A really nice matchup here in the middle. That's Kutztown and Daniel Boone. You have Kutztown, who's always a consistently great program with a great record, but because of district power rankings seeding these teams, it's Kutztown that is a little disadvantaged, yet they still get to host that one, and then Daniel Boone has been on the rise. Exeter hosting Muhlenberg for the first game, and then Wilson hosting Ole Valley. Of course, these are subject to change as the last 2 to 3 games of the season go on. Now, Fleetwood, a bit of a down year, but that does not mean they're a bad team at all. They're 4-10-1. All 4 wins have been in the league. They're 4-5-1. Wins coming against Twin Valley and Governor Mifflin. Those were back-to-back. And then Reading and Daniel Boone. That Boone win, that's big for them. That is a, Daniel Boone this season, a 9-win team. They go into Birdsboro, and they take that win 2-0. Both goals by their winger, Logan DeLillo. He's a senior. He has 10 goals on the season, 3 assists. And he also scored against Exeter last year. Andrew, what's the game plan for Exeter going against a guy like DeLillo, who's having a really nice season and is proven to be good?
Well, I think the key to stopping a player like DeLillo is definitely going to put up a good defense. Exeter's going to really execute on their defense today, stop players like DeLillo, and if they do that, I think they're going to be successful.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're looking at Exeter's defense, a bit of a different starting lineup. They've been, in the latter half of the season, they've been mixing up here and there. Today's lineup a little more like what we've saw towards the start of the season. You have Harbin staying at midfield and Violon up front, but the defense is exactly the same as it was at the start of the season. You have Eschenauer, you have Campbell, you have Lucas Peterson back on defense, and then as well as Ethan Jones, the junior. So Exeter's in a really nice spot. Exeter won the first matchup in Fleetwood this season. That was their first win in 15 years over the Tigers. That's a crazy stat, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. To break a long drought like that must feel absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, now they're going for the season series to sweep the season series over the Tigers. Man, I don't know if that's ever happened or when the last time that happened. I mean,
it has to be like multiple decades ago.
Hey, it could be 2010 as well. I really couldn't tell
could
you.
Be.
I don't have the stat. But yeah, last year Exeter loses to Fleetwood twice. They were shut out twice. They lost the 2021 Berks County title bout to the Tigers 2-1, and that is such a unique playoff run for Exeter to make their, that was their last county championship appearance. just such a weird little run because they win 1-0 in the quarters, 1-0 in the semis, and then again they just put up one goal in the championship, but that time they're not able to pull out the shutout, and they fall to Fleetwood. Now this year, as I was saying, they win at Fleetwood. Scoring the goals in the 3-0 win were Karras, Dolan, and Hartman. They took 17 shots, 7 corners, and 7 saves. So changing the narrative from, last year, Exeter, they struggled against the Tigers, but this year they take the command, they're taking the shots, they're possessing the ball, and they're just finding ways to score, and they don't let anything past them either.
No, yeah. Exeter coming in here already with a win against Fleetwood. They've got to be feeling pretty dominant today.
Yeah. Now, looking at a little bit at this Fleetwood team, one of their best players, if not their best player, is Corbin Walker. But Corbin, a senior, went down with an ACL injury. He will be out for the season. That's a big loss for them, and we're hoping the best for Corbin. I got to talk to Corbin at their media day, and he was very nice. Chelsea fan as well. So it was good talking to him. It's just very unfortunate that he's not able to take the pitch for the Tigers. I believe he'll be playing track in the spring, though. So hoping to see him in action there. They graduated a ton of All-Stars in addition to their only one returning, which was Walker. Of course, you have Davin Millisak. Davin was the heart of this team last year. Davin was the Berks Player of the Year 2 straight seasons. Davin was the Gatorade Player of the Year in the entire state of Pennsylvania. He was incredible. I mean, you just had to be there to watch Davin. He was so good. He's now at LaSalle playing. I've seen him play at Reading United as well. Good guy. Love watching Davin. You also have Owen Bice and Lucas Landis, who were named All-Division. Those were some really good talents. And then Damian McKinney also graduated for the Tigers following a 13-6-1 season last year. And again, they're 4-10-1 this season. Does not look like playoffs are a possibility. They are 21st in PIAA District 3-3A. Years before that, Fleetwood goes 22-1 in 22, and then 2023 they go 23-2. They were a quarterfinalist in the state. They won the county and the district. So this is just in the history of Berks County soccer. There is no other team that's better than Fleetwood. They have 42 combined titles between counties, districts, and states. They're 4-time state champion. Again, they last won counties and districts in 23. They are coached by Keith Schlegel in his 20th season, and he's been absolutely great. He was a great player back in the day as well. He won 2018 Coach of the Year when the Fleetwood Tigers took their last state championship, and Schlegel played under the great Ray Buss, who their stadium is named after. Buss won 9 district titles, 14 county titles, and 2 state championships during his 27-year tenure from 64 through 1990. He posted a record, Andrew, that is incredible. 476, 83, and 42.
My goodness. Hey, if we're talking about Berks County sports, there's always going to be schools that are good at baseball, good at football, but I don't think there's a team in Berks County who's as good as a sport as Fleetwood was in their whole history at soccer.
I'm not sure if there are any other major, sports within Berks County where you can say a team has captured 4 state titles. It just does not happen often.
Absolutely crazy what Fleetwood has done in their history.
And that's, talking about Keith Schlegel, to play under a guy like him is so important.
No, yeah, I'd say so too. He's a prolific coach. He was coached by an even more prolific coach. So to have a talent like Schlegel, who was coached by Buss, it's honestly great. It's great to have such an asset like that.
It's huge, absolutely. Captains for the Tigers coming into this one. Walker was named as captain ahead of the year. Of course, he went through that ACL injury. Mason Senna, one of their captains, he's a senior. His contributed 2 goals and 2 assists. Also a great basketball player. CJ Salih's a captain. He's a junior. older sisters now playing soccer at Delaware. Ava's very good. And then Lane Geiger's also a captain at midfield. He is a senior. Some other starters for the Tigers. You got Eli Herndon, a junior. Corbin McKinney, a sophomore. Eric Ramos. Phineas McKinney. Logan DeLillo, as we were talking about. Noah McLaughlin. Elliot Height. And Wiley Loy. Probably one of the best goalies around here. Kind of like Brenton in a way. He's a soccer and baseball town, and both really good. Both.
You know, you got to wonder if baseball plays a huge role into that.
I wouldn't say so.
I mean, goalies have to have, like, strong arms, right? If they want to, like, do those, like, really big, massive throws down the pitch. You gotta have a good arm for that. And
Kinda,
if you play baseball, you already got a good arm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wiley had 15 saves against Exeter in their first matchup, and then 14 saves against Daniel Boone, helping the Tigers have a clean slate over the Blazers. Now, we got less than a minute until the starting lineups are introduced, as well as the national anthem here in Exeter. So we're going to take a brief timeout until that is done. When the players are ready to take the pitch with the first kick, then we'll be back for you with the first half. This has been the Student Sportscast pregame show with Adam Cook and Andrew Schwenk. Don't go anywhere. That was the national anthem played at Don Thomas Stadium. We are about to get underway with 40 minutes of soccer in the first half. Andrew, let's talk about this game a little bit. If you're Exeter, you have just slid from 7th to 9th in the district, which means now you're traveling for the first round. So, how important is taking this game to ensuring that you not only get that, but also stay the second seed in the county playoff?
Yeah, as you said, after Exeter took a couple heavy blows from Wilson earlier and even earlier in the season, Conrad Weiser, they got hit a little bit in the district rankings. But this game, as you said, yeah, is huge for Exeter. This will, I believe, will further solidify them in county rankings, making them, keeping the path they have there solidified. And for district rankings, this could give them a little bit of leverage.
Here's a nice cross from Karras to Smith. Kick comes in, and there's the first goal within the first 40 seconds. Exeter wasted no time with that one.
That's very different. That's very different than how they've played recently. They took no time with that.
There's Sam Hardman putting the Eagles up early. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the team's been listening to us up here, talking about the importance of this game.
It was 38 seconds to score.
As I was saying here, this is going to be a big game for Exeter if they want to have a good position here in districts. It's definitely going to give them some leverage, and off the bat here, it's looking pretty good. It's looking like they possibly could get that leverage. You also got to consider too, this is the team Exeter's played and beat against in the season too. So, if you're Exeter going into this game, it's looking pretty good.
Got the home crowd behind them here on this sunny Saturday afternoon. Can they keep piling on goals and take home this win? That is what everyone is asking, and Sam Harbin puts them in a really nice spot to hopefully take this game. Again, this is a doubleheader. We got the girls coming up afterwards, a game against Warwick. Warwick defeated the girls last year, so they're hungry for that victory. Fleetwood throws that one in. Goes back to Exeter wearing their blue uniforms today. We had to chat with Coach Eschenau. We knew they'd be wearing those blues. It's a little sunny out still, so they couldn't bust out those nice crisp black ones, but no discredit to the blue unis. They're clean too. Guess you call them kits.
Yeah, I guess that's the proper term for it. I feel like soccer's weird. Like there's a lot of different terminology for things. Like they don't say jerseys, they say kits. They don't say 0, they say nil.
Yeah.
It's not a field, it's a pitch.
Yeah. There's Jones getting the whistle blown on, and it's going to be a free kick for the Tigers, first of the evening. There's Sully on the touch. Gets it from Ramos. Sully kicks it inside, and it's going to be taken care of by Landon Campbell. Feathers kicks it off. Andrew, you going to be watching the Phillies tonight?
Hopefully,
yeah.
if I have time.
There you go. Thankfully, this doubleheader does not conflict with the Phillies game. If it did, I'd be a little frustrated. Now, we did get some news, and this is going to be a night conflict. We have 2 more broadcasts this season, and they'll both be conflicted with the Phillies playoffs, unfortunately, but they're both very exciting. Andrew, you won't be here on Monday, but it's going to be the girls' senior night against Daniel Boone, and then it's official. We are into the county championships. Karras causing that ball to go out. It's going to be a goal kick. So, yeah, we are into the county championships. It's going to be an audio-only format wherever it's being played, regardless or not of whether Exeter's going to be playing. I think we're going to have at least one of the 2 teams in, which is going to be really exciting. But, super thankful for the county for coordinating that with us, and we're super excited to see what we can do with that.
Yeah, that's a super exciting opportunity we have, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Yep, that'll be on October 16th. Playoffs start on the 11th with the quarterfinal round. That is exactly a week from today.
Man, this season. My gosh, I was fumbling my words there.
It's all right, Andrew.
The season's gone really quick, I feel like.
Absolutely it has. Just a blink of an eye, and wow, you're 10 broadcasts in, and it's been a really great time here at Exeter.
It has, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and again, we've said this multiple times, but big shout-outs to all the game staff, Tom Legatt, the AD, all the coaches, players for all their support and letting us do this and, making this so successful. Here's Hardman juggling it a little bit, takes the kick in, trying to find Violon, is unsuccessful. Here's Chase Knoll, and Chase is tripped up a little bit. Salih's going to take it away, kicks it to his right for Geiger. Logan DeLillo, we said he's going to be a threat in this one. Eschenauer strips it away from him. It's going to be a throw-in for the Tigers, though. There's DeLillo. Inside for Sully. Sully finding his options. There's DeLillo coming up on the right side. Tackle comes in from Landon Campbell, and DeLillo sinks it! Tie game! DeLillo finds a way past the defense and puts it in to tie this one up. We've had 2 goals, one from each team within the first 5 minutes and 10 seconds.
Adam, I think that's rare. I think that's really rare to see something like that happen.
An equalizer within just a couple minutes.
In fact, I don't think in our broadcast I've seen that happen.
No, we have not seen that quite yet.
Nonetheless, great shot there from DeLillo, I believe.
DeLillo, just finds a way around, and within the 6th minute of the game, he puts it in. His day's not done. His day's absolutely not done. You can see him pressuring there again. If he can do something like that again, you're going to be talking about a Fleetwood team that's competing for this big late season victory. Fleetwood has 1 game left after today. That's going to be against Twin Valley, a team that's struggled a little bit. Exeter's coming off a win at Twin Valley after their loss to Wilson. That was a 3-0 victory. Scoring against Twin Valley in that game, it was Karras, Violon, and Smith. There's Wiley Lowell taking control. Oh, that rhymed, didn't it? Dude, that's just such a great feeling. Get something to rhyme and you didn't even know it would. Eschenauer coming up from the defensive side. Comes up quick. DeLillo is not called on anything there. Hard defense played. It's going to be kicked out by Fleetwood's McLaughlin, the sophomore defender. It's going to be a throw-in for the Eagles. On the throw-in, it's Jones. Not too far from the flag, about 10 yards or so. And that ball's going to go over to Eli Herndon, the junior. All the way back it goes for Landon Campbell to Peterson. Campbell just trading possession, or trading it with his teammates in the midfield back to defense. Now it's going to go over to Jones on the right side. Inside for Liam Dolan. Karras trying to find control, kicking it out once again. That's McLaughlin. And throwing it in, that's Jones again. Jones to Karras, back to Jones. That's to Liam Dolan, and now over to Chase Knoll. CJ Sully takes control. Sully also plays basketball. He's a guard. He's an all-around really good athlete. Sully, unlike his older sister, playing midfield in this one. And Exeter rung up on the offsides. That's Smith, the pass intended for. Tigers will be taking the free kick. It's their second of the evening. Teams trading possessions. Eschenauer kicking it up front. Smith misses the header. Smith trying to retake control now. He gets connected with that one. Hartman, again, playing midfield today for Karras, and Karras knocked down, ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to be an Eagles throw-in. Third at that part of the field, will I say. Inside for Violon, kicked away. Eschenauer with control. Cross in and cross out of bounds. It's going to be a Fleetwood goal kick for Loy. I mean, you see in this game that Exeter's had the possession for a majority of this one already, but it's a tie game because Fleetwood scored it on their first and only possession, really. That's all you need. And if Fleetwood can draw up another one of those attacks with DeLillo, which he's trying to do there, but Eschenauer takes it away and kicks it back as DeLillo falls down. You know, that's all it really takes.
One goal is all it takes.
And if you have a pretty decent defense, which Fleetwood's defense hasn't looked bad today, and of course you have a really good goalie in Loy. Yeah, it's going to be a throw-in at that exact same spot, but for the opposing team, for the Tigers, you're going to try to roar down the field and try and take this one.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, I did. Another free kick coming in. This time it's for Ramos. Campbell gets a touch on it. To his right, far side is Peterson. And Eagles take control. Ball goes up front far. Mason Senna is going to kick it out. It's going to be a Violon laying on that pressure. Violon playing center up front. Smith and Karras on the sides. Peterson trying to get up front for Smith. Smith battling a bunch of men, gives it off to Violon, and that ball goes off his defender out of bounds. For Jones, a big kick off the football goalpost and out of bounds. But it goes off of Fleetwood last, and it's in for a corner for Exeter, their first of the afternoon. Andrew, do you think this game is going to be more about who's playing a better defense or who's able to convert more opportunities on offense?
Well, we saw really early in the game, both Exeter and Fleetwood.
Corner goes long and far. It's going to be Fleetwood's ball.
As I was saying, both Exeter and Fleetwood putting some goals up here early.
Peterson on a throw in here. And that just goes out of bounds.
So I feel like both teams' offenses have come off, I feel like, pretty hot in this game.
Especially Exeter's.
Yeah. So if talking about your question, if we're going to consider anything, it's probably going to be your defense.
Okay.
Considering how hot these offenses have gotten off the bat.
Okay. Andrew Carell coming in, the freshman, subbing in for Karras. Corner kick is in, headed off, and Hartman wanted it called a corner, but officials disagree, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Tigers and Loy. I mean, the question, I worded it, I think if you want to be a strong championship-winning team, you have to be good on both sides of the ball.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And I'm not saying Exeter's not. I think Exeter's very good on both sides of the ball. Again, Exeter has the standard 4-3-3 look. It has changed over time. It's Fleetwood with possession. Ramos gives it up front for DeLillo, and Campbell going to take it from DeLillo and take it out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for the Tigers. 26 to go in the first half. Ashton Hercules, the striker, a junior, is going to be coming into this one. And that ball's going to go over to Exeter now with the throw-in. Header by Dolan. Carell keeps it in, gives it up front. It looks like McLaughlin's going to get to it first, and he will. He gets to it out of bounds for the throw-in. Dolan gives it back for Campbell. Campbell wears number 5, just like his older brother did last season on defense. And that ball kicked by Hercules, who just came into the game. That's a sick last name.
It is.
Dude, I would love to have the last name Hercules.
Yeah, I'm going to give myself credit for this game. I helped to make one of the score sheets.
Uh-oh, here comes Violon. It's in for a goal. Violon sneaks it past Wiley Loy in the Tigers' defense and gives the Exeter the lead back. It's 2-1 here with 24 to go in the first half.
And I think sneak's the right word to say there. I was, mid-conversation, didn't even notice.
Yeah, Exeter just that's also close to how DeLillo scored. Not exactly how they scored their first one, but a really nice effort by Quinn. That is the sophomore's 3rd goal of the season. That's 2 assists. Or no, that's his 4th of the season, and he has 2 assists as well. He had a goal and assist in that game against Twin Valley. So Quinn has really stepped up. He wasn't starting towards the beginning of the season, but he's been a really nice asset for the Eagles.
All right, back what I was saying. Got to give myself some credit here. I helped make one of the score sheets for this game for you, Adam.
Yeah, you made both of them.
I made both of them, yeah. And when I was looking at the roster, I saw Hercules. I was like, whoa. What a last name, man. I didn't even know someone could be named Hercules.
Yeah. There's Dolan with the kick up front. It's going to be taken away by Smith. Smith defended by McLaughlin. Ball goes up front, and Lloyd's going to take control before any Exeter trouble. Again, a reminder, this is game 1 of 2 in this Saturday doubleheader. And you got a lot of sports today. You got us in the evening, and then you got Phillies at night at 6 o'clock.
I think that's a pretty good day, honestly.
Oh, I agree, Andrew. Ooh. Dolan takes a tumble. Campbell coming up pretty far. McLaughlin gets it back. There's Jason Knoll. Defended by Hercules. Cross in. Andrew Carell can't control it. It's going to be a goal kick for Loy. Whistle blown. It's going to be Fleetwood ball. Karras coming back into the game for the Eagles. Not quite yet, but you can see him at the far scores table. And for Fleetwood, that substitution looks to be Phineas McKinney. Headers off and out of bounds by Jones. Not exactly sure. It looks to be a throw-in. And here comes a few subs. Violon and Smith are out. Karras and Peterson are back in. It was not 14, it was 54. It was Landon Schmel, number 26, and Ryan Melshowski, wearing number 54. Was indeed a throw-in. Fleetwood controlling. Fleetwood loses it, but now we'll throw it back in. Similar spot to where they were. Inside, trying to find a man, and that man is wearing blue. That's Liam Dolan. Liam Dolan kicks it up front, and that man's wearing white. Not exactly what he wanted. They battle. Eagles retake control. Here's Hartman with a couple of options. Lucas Peterson playing up front, and Chase Knowles' kick goes well wide of the net. It's going to be another goal kick. Yeah, so Peterson, we saw in the game against Wilson, the last home game, we saw Peterson playing forward on the left side, and that's where he started the game out, but moved to defense. Now it's the opposite thing going on here. Lucas had a little bit of an injury in the earlier in the season, but Lucas is feeling better, and he's been used more than ever by Matt Eschenauer and the Eagles. That ball is going to go over the fence at Don Thomas, and someone's going to go have to snatch that one. Headed off by Herndon. Now back over to the Tigers defense. There's Carell contesting. And DeLillo now taking control. DeLillo, some nice footwork there as we saw earlier. DeLillo with a nice one up front. Nice ball up for Salih, and Feathers kicks it off first. We're over halfway into this first half in Exeter. Again, it took 30 seconds, 34 or 38 seconds exactly for Exeter to score on the goal by Hartman. And then 5 minutes later, it's DeLillo that retaliates. And then it's Violon who gives Exeter the lead back. It's going to be a handball and free kick for Exeter. That's Malshowski, the sophomore, who recently entered this one. Whistle blown on him. Direct kick coming in. It's Hartman who takes it. And what's going to happen here? Loy is a little drawn out. And Peterson kicks the side of the net. It kind of looked like it went to the back. But no, that was Peterson on the kick with Loy pulled a little bit far out. And Peterson buries it on the side of the net, not the back. It's going to be another goal kick. I thought that went in from our angle. And I was like, where's the cheer? So I didn't say anything. 18 minutes to go in this first half.
Hey, it's tough from up here. It's really tough sometimes.
It is. But we're in the main press box as we have been for the past couple of games. And I think this angle is a little better than what we were having. Here's the ball up for Andrew Carell. Carell has to stay back. And it's going to be Fleetwood taking it away. There's DeLillo. DeLillo finds a man up front. And picked off by Eschenauer. Out to Andrew Krell. Still with some good minutes in this one. Logan Nolu got subbed in a little bit ago. Sends it up to Karras, and Karras is off to the left on the shot. It's going to be another goal kick. Again, Karras did have a goal against Twin Valley. He was the first one to score in that one in 14 minutes of the game. He has 6 this season. He had 6 last season as well. Evan Smith looks to be coming back into the game. He's at the far side scorers table. But it's nice to see Karras and Hartman cementing themselves as cornerstones on a team that's really been rising in the last couple of years. They're making such an impact. And Violon as well. You can't forget Quinn. Quinn and Sam are the 2 with goals today.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, most of them are underclassmen, right?
Yes. That sophomore class is just stacked, to say the least.
Yeah, and it's great for Exeter to have that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because, obviously you'll be losing a lot of seniors this year. You'll have, Knoll going out. You'll have Smith, Eschenauer, Feathers, Peterson. Here comes a nice kick, and it's through the uprights for another goal kick. You'll have all of those seniors graduating. It's a really great class, but Exeter doesn't really have to worry because they have so much talent elsewhere. Now, they're going to have to find a new goalie. That's not going to be easy. I believe it's going to be Connor Devlin, who's a junior right now. They also have Andrew Warren as an option. Both of them also play defense. So I'm assuming that one of them is going to be molded into a defender and one of them a goalkeeper. That's kind of what happened with Cody and Brenton. Cody was the defender and Brenton in the net. Cody's just a really great asset to have in the field. You don't want one of them being a backup goalie just because how talented they both are. That was a decision that they had to make after Gavin Marr graduated. That was following the sophomore year for these seniors right now. Liam Dolan re-entering for the Eagles. Dolan family has a busy afternoon. You got Liam playing now, Mairead playing right afterwards. Krell with the cross. It's touched by Fleetwood. Dolan misses on the big kick. And it's going to be a goal for Exeter. Liam Dolan with it. He recovers on the little bit of a whiff and sinks it in the back of the net for Exeter. And it kind of looked hard where it was going to go, but it did hit the back left corner of the net, and it gets past Loy for Exeter's 3rd of the day.
I heard you hesitated a little bit to call it there. Were you looking to see if it was like
it kind of looked like that Peterson. You remember that Peterson
yeah,
kick?
that Peterson kick. Yeah.
It looked a little bit like that Peterson kick where it hit the side of the net.
Yeah, you just had to process it for a second.
Yes. So Eagles lead this one 3-1. That's the amount of goals that they scored last game against Fleetwood. And the Eagles feeling real good. And they've done it within just the first 27 minutes of this one.
Yeah, Exeter has plenty of time to build off their score they had last game against this Fleetwood team.
Yeah, that's Liam's 3rd goal of the season. He has 2 assists as well. Has taken double-digit shots. He came into this game with 9. I'm assuming he's at either 10 and 11 now. Dolan has been a really nice addition. Came from Berks Catholic. Played his freshman campaign there. Team that has a program, both boys and girls, that have struggled a little bit in recent years. So Liam has found new life playing in blue and white. Also plays for FC Delco, one of the best club teams around, if not the best club team. It's going to be Salih with the ball, defended by Eschenauer from the back, gives it off to his left. That's inside, and there's Hartman kicking it away. Andrew, I do want to note, Dolan also being a sophomore, all 3 Exeter goals today have been scored by class of 2028 players. Whistle blown, and some of their fans not happy with that call exactly.
Yeah, but as you were saying, that's got to say something about this sophomore class.
It's incredible, man.
It is. Yeah, it's incredible. Exeter, you know, as you were saying, graduating some good players this year, but I don't think they have anything to worry about.
Yep. There's Eschenauer in the kick. Eagles trying to get something. Noel with a nice little kick behind him. And just not quite able to find anyone. 11:30 to go in this first half. Again, Eagles lead this one by the score of 3-1. Whistle is blown, and officials will discuss. We're going to take a brief timeout. We'll be back for the rest of the first half. And we're back with under 11 minutes to go now. Play has resumed. It's going to be Eagles with possession. Andrew Carl laid on a little bit of pressure there, as you saw. But they're going to have to drop it all the way back to Brenton. Brenton, of course, wearing that hot pink goalie uniform. There's DeLillo, who just entered the game as a substitution. DeLillo returning and trying to make an impact. And, you know, 2 goals with 50 minutes of play remaining, that's not undoable. And you're going to want DeLillo to be active, whether he's, you know, making plays, you know, assisting guys, or if he's scoring the goals, or, you know, you want DeLillo active.
Yeah, definitely. I'd say so too. DeLillo, so
There's Karras with a big kick, and Lloyd able to take control with not much of a concern. It's going to be his kick.
yeah, as I was saying, DeLillo so far this game has been playing really well. But, you know, these great players, they can play well, but there's always a point where they get tired.
Yeah.
So Fleetwood has to capitalize here, I believe, until they have to find room to capitalize before that inevitably happens. When it will happen, I mean, I don't know. It seems like DeLillo's been playing really well.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, you got to keep that in mind.
Fleetwood with a really nice opportunity here, and that's Dolan on the defense. Kicks it into a couple of the girls' players. It's going to be a corner for the Tigers. Their second of the afternoon. No, I believe that's their first. It's Exeter had one earlier. It's going to be DeLillo taking it. So we talked about how Logan will be creating plays, and this is, I mean, there's not many better ways to create a play than this one. They haven't had too much possession outside of his goal, so here's a nice opportunity for the Tigers. His right foot, he sends it in. It's a little far, and whistle's blown. It's going to be a goal kick for the Eagles. Chase Noel with control. To his left finds Hartman. And behind him is Dolan. Here's a pass by Campbell up front. Hartman to Violon, and the diving Loy makes the stop. It's going to be a corner, but a really nice save for the senior goalie. Violon had a really nice look, but Loy able to stop him. Quinn's lining up on the corner kick. Sends it in, curves it in. On the header, a really nice one. That was Senna. And they send it out. Jones trying to send it back in. That's for Hartman. Hartman juggling around to Karras, and kicking this one out is going to be Fleetwood and McLaughlin. So it's going to be another corner for Exeter, their third. It's going to be near side corner this time. It's going to be Knoll with the kick. Knoll, of course, will be taking this one. Has his left foot sending it in, and to the side of the net it goes. It's going to be a goal kick for Loy. 6:30 remaining in the first half. Andrew, I want you to pan to the Exeter bench. Wouldn't it be nice to have those tents? Those are nice tents.
Those are nice
I know obviously
tents.
we have a press box, so we're fine. But
Yeah, we're all right.
if you're outside, I mean, I'd want to be under one of those.
Yeah, that sun is blazing today. There's not much
Yes.
cloud cover.
Yeah, absolutely. It's 80 degrees, surprisingly, as we hit the month of October.
I mean, come on, man. Like,
We need some fall weather.
we need some fall weather. We've
Yeah, we
waited
do.
too long.
Here's DeLillo, and DeLillo has that one taken away from him by Gavin Harner. DeLillo now gets it back. Chase Knoll, collision, whistle blown. An Exeter win today would put Coach Eschenauer exactly at 500 during his tenure at Exeter. Would be 24-24-4. Headed off by Campbell, and it's going to be Feathers taking control. By the end of the season, there's a decent chance that Coach Eschenauer will be over 500 for his career, even though he coached a couple of teams that did not have great success in his first couple of years. Had 6 and 7 wins in his first 2 seasons at the helm. Inherited a team that went 4-13-1 in 22, and that was the year before he started at Exeter. Of course, he's Cody's father as well. Eschenauer's staff, that's Chris Laverdure, Jose Rosa, John Carell, and John Heron. And his manager, we've spoke with him multiple times. It's the sophomore, Xander Boardman. CJ Sully assessing his options. It's going to be to his left. Ramos kicks it, and Peterson takes a tumble, but Ramos gets it back. There's Ramos, and Peterson now takes control. Peterson with the shove called on the foul. Again, of course, Fleetwood coached by Keith Schlegel in his 20th season. It's a free kick with 3:30 remaining for Sully. Ball's up front. Feathers with not much of a concern. Now, Senna was blazing in there, but Feathers got to it in time. He was in the right spot to take control. Karras inside for Hartman. Hartman to his right, Karras. And it's now going to be Fleetwood ball. Sully on Dolan. Dolan kicks it out. Sully has 3 men on him. He's going to find Lynn Geiger for a touch, and now it's going to go to Dolan. Dolan to Karras. Next, they're trying to draw up another scoring possession with just a little bit to go in this first half. They'd like to make it 4-1. Would already outpace themselves from the game that they played in Fleetwood.
Entering the match now for Exeter, number 8, Ryan Jones.
It's going to be Ryan Jones coming into the game for the Eagles, and Ryan is going to immediately take that throw in. Violon trying to find a way up front, and that ball goes right into the hands of Wiley Loy. Loy kicks it off for Fleetwood. Some news in Berks County golf. Chase Yenser just won his second consecutive District 3 title. He's a senior at Daniel Boone. He's incredible, man. Not sure how Julia Weiser did. I'd like to see. She was in second after the first round, and they are finishing today.
She's been doing really well.
Oh, Julia is absolutely incredible. Like to see where she placed. Violon, and that one is stripped away from him out of bounds by McLaughlin.
Players out by Fleetwood's number 30, Nolan McLaughlin, throwing for the Eagles.
And the clock at Don Thomas Stadium now hits 1 minute remaining.
1 minute remaining in the half.
Here's Salih on the carry. Salih finds a way around Dolan, but that way is out of bounds. Ball is out on the Tigers. Hartman trying to keep control. Here's Peterson on the throw. It's going to be a Fleetwood ball. 13 seconds to go. And that looks to be the end of the half. Yep, Salih takes it away. Salih will... here's a kick by Violon, but it's far. That's the end of the first half. Eagles lead this one 3-1. They battle past a equalizing kick by DeLillo, but they score 3 all by sophomores. It was Hartman, then Violon, then Dolan. They're feeling good in this first half, and they'll play another 40 after halftime. We'll see you in a little bit with our halftime show. Thank you for listening to the Student Sportscast. I'm Adam Cook, joined by Andrew Schwenk. Don't go anywhere. It's the halftime show on the Student Sportscast. I'm Adam Cook alongside Andrew Schwenk. Eagles lead this one 3-1. It's been a really good game so far in this Berks 2 battle, and the Eagles trying to sweep the season series over the Tigers for the first time in, I don't know if they've ever done it. It's been a while if they have. But an exciting game, an exciting premise, an exciting season for the Exeter Eagles, who are currently 10-3-1, 7-2-1 in the division. And up next for them, Andrew, it is a Titan in Robizonia, undefeated Conrad Weiser once again, trying to get back for that 3-0 loss. What are we expecting from that one?
I mean, as I've been watching this game, Exeter, I feel like they've been playing pretty good. Playing pretty good on offense here. They've been able to put up some pretty good shots, pretty good goals, pretty good attempts. They've been pressing Fleetwood. They've been pressing a healthy amount against Fleetwood throughout this game. So I think Exeter has the energy they need going into that big game they have in Robisonia next week. Now, is Conrad Weiser a good team? Of course they are.
Absolutely.
Did Exeter lose to them last time? Of course they did. But I think Exeter is really capitalizing off of their energy here. If they play like they're playing in this game, making good shots, keeping it locked down on defense. I know they let that goal in early, but hey, that was early in the game. You can't really judge much from that. If they're playing like this next week, what I'm saying, I think they're
In good shape.
in good shape for a pretty competitive match.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a division matchup, which is always going to be competitive. Let's take a little bit of a look at the county standings. You have Wilson, Weiser, and Kutztown who have clinched their divisions. Division 3 still up for grabs, and in the girls' league, it's Exeter and Schuylkill Valley who have clinched. Berks 1 and 3 still up for grabs. We're just about ready to get started with this second half. Again, Eagles lead this one by 2. It's going to be Fleetwood starting on the opening kick. And 40 more minutes are underway here in Reiffton. I think any league game has the potential to be good. Are they always? No. You have Fleetwood, who has lost by, 7 or 8 to Weiser. You have Exeter beating Twin Valley by, 6 or 7. So not every league game is good, but they all have the potential to be good. And that's what you like so much about Berks play.
Yeah, I gotta agree. Having that really competitive playing field in the Berks League here makes it, I think, one of the best leagues around this part of the state to watch.
Yeah, and the Lancaster Lebanon League's also really good, too.
Yeah.
We'll have Warwick coming in for the girls' game. We'll see from them. There's Andrew Carell on the shot on goal, and Wiley Loy takes that in. A couple of the Eagles have been getting good openings, been taking good shots, just not positioned exactly where they want it. It's going to be Fleetwood rung up on the whistle, and it's going to be a free kick for the Eagles. Campbell, the nice one. Up front for Violon. Heads it off, trying to get it to Smith, and it's going to be Loy who takes control first. Ball is kicked out of bounds by Andrew Carell. But Exeter gets it back. Exeter, of course, driving to our left now. Fleetwood will be kicking to our right. It's a near side. Smith with the ball. Smith inside for Violon. Violon trying to cross it and goes out to Knoll now. Hartman misses it. Eagles will have to regroup. Knoll to his right finds Andrew Carell far side. Carell, the kick comes in, and Violon unable to get a foot on it to direct it in the goal. Well, he sends that one about, how many yards would you say that was? About 50 yards?
Yeah.
Yeah. He has a nice leg on him. And he has a nice arm, too. He's a heck of a pitcher for their baseball team. Hartman up front. Who's going to get to it? It's going to be Fleetwood. And sending it back to Loy is Senna. Ball goes out. Eagles throw it in. That's Jones to Carell. Sam Hartman inside. A little dribbler right to Loy. Andrew, since I had Wawa today, I want to do something special for today's game. 60th minutes. That's when 20 minutes are left on the clock, okay? Actually, no, it would be when, yeah, it would be
20.
It would be
Left on the
20,
clock.
20 minutes and 59 seconds. That's when we would start. We have a 60-second sandwich talk in the 60th minute. And Andrew, you get to talk about one sandwich and how you're going to make it, okay?
Okay.
All right?
Man, that's a detailed plan.
I'm warning you. You're going to prep for it, okay?
Okay, yeah.
You got 15 minutes. We're talking sandwiches. Can't go game without a sandwich, okay?
Yeah.
You get 60 seconds reserved for it unless there's some big shot going on. Here comes Knoll in the corner. It's going to be Exeter's fourth of the afternoon. Knoll inside. Nice one. Headed off. Pass to the left side of the goal. And in for a goal kick. Hartman with a nice little look. Just does not direct it where he was looking. I guess he directed it where he was looking. Not exactly where he was looking to direct it. At halftime, we saw Warwick's girls team. They are here already, and they're getting ready to try and snag a victory from the Eagles, who are undefeated in the girls' league. Here's a nice defense by Campbell. Pressure's coming on from Salih, but the Eagles just not going to let him get anything. It's going to be a pushing call against the Tigers and a free kick for Exeter.
Foul against C.J. Sally of the Tigers, calling in Exeter direct free kick from their own defensive half.
It's a big one for Feathers, but it's kicked off by Senna. And Senna, captain, a senior, has 2 goals to assist this season, but he plays defense, so that's like not exactly his aim, his objective. Clock stops. And Dolan looks to be coming off.
Was he bleeding or something?
Looks like Dolan has a little bit of a nosebleed. Hoping he is taken care of on the sideline. And he's going to be all right. So it's going to be Feathers' ball. as Logan Knoll comes in for Dolan. Couple men tripped up right there. And Fleetwood is able to take control. Not with Chase Knoll, though. Denied by Knoll. Goes back to Knoll. Here comes Chase on the right side to Andrew Corral. That ball is just going to go a bit too far. Out of the back. In for a goal kick.
It was a good shot. It's a little too high.
Yeah.
Resulting in a goal kick for Fleetwood.
Here's a nice opportunity for the Tigers. Ball goes up front for Salih. Salih's tripped up by Chase Knoll. And it's going to be a nice little free kick opportunity for the Tigers.
About 25 yards from goal. Fleetwood lined up for a direct free kick.
This is not a shabby opportunity. Let's see what the Tigers make of it.
They only have 3 guys up forward for it. They're 4 captains.
And it goes wide left of Feathers in the net. It's going to be a goal kick. Not a lot of options up front to find. We had 4 guys situated. Looks like we have a new officiating crew for our second game. I guess that makes a little sense. But of course we have 4 for any soccer game. And we have another one entering on the track on the far side. Another foul called against the Eagles. It's going to be another free kick for the Tigers, just not close to the net particularly this time. Andrew Corral takes control. It's good to see Andrew back into these games consistently because Andrew was not getting too much playing time during I'd say the middle portion of the season. Half an hour remaining in this one. Headed off by Logan Knoll. And Logan kicks it out.
So I got 10 minutes to think about a sandwich.
Andrew, you know it.
Hey, I already have it. I already have it in my head.
All right, let's
I'm
preview.
good.
What sandwich are you going to talk about?
The sandwich I
Wait,
get.
no, don't spoil it.
You asked the question.
Oh, I know. I changed my mind, though.
Okay.
I changed my mind, Andrew. And whistle blown against Exeter again, trying to push forward. It's going to be against Violon. Did you see a big push there? Because I'm not sure I saw the vision.
I didn't see much of a push, no, but hey, the refs are there for a reason.
Yeah, that's not necessarily a critique towards the refs. That's just me being curious because, I don't exactly see everything that others do and don't see everything in the same light as others.
Yeah, that's why the refs are there.
Exactly. That's why they have 4 of them as well. Here's a nice ball up front for Violon. Violon charges and across. And it's going to be out on the Tigers, in for an Eagles corner. Number 5 today for Exeter. Good defense played by Fleetwood, though.
Yeah, they definitely put some pressure on Violon there.
Yeah, because you don't want to let him get that cross to Corral near the net.
No, that's lethal.
Absolutely, it is. corner, a little far, headed off by Flew. It's going to be Logan Knoll chasing it, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be good for an Eagles throw-in, though. Couple subs, one per each team.
Now for both squads. For the Eagles, number 33, Braden Harris.
Here's Chaos Karras back into the game for Violon, and he's trying to start something, re-entering this game. Andrew Carell inside for Hartman. Karras will be playing in the middle, and that's Chase Knoll taking a big kick to the right side of the net. It's going to be good for a goal kick.
Okay, for Fleetwood.
2:41 the time here at Don Thomas Stadium. It's cooled down a little bit. Sun is not so aggressive.
You know, it's
And there's a big pushing call. It's blown, and clock is stopped. It looks like it's gonna be a yellow.
Foul. With number 11 of Fleetwood, Eric Ramos, against the Eagles, number 10, Logan Knoll.
No yellows issued. I thought it was gonna be a yellow based on the initial reaction from the officials, but I guess the clock was stopped just to make sure everyone was all right. And indeed, there is the yellow issue to Ramos.
Exeter's Logan Knoll leaving the game to be checked out by the trainers. Entering the match for the Eagles. Number 20.
Andrew, is that the first yellow we've seen all season?
that is the first yellow card I've seen. Yeah.
That's the first we've seen on the broadcast. Now I've seen a couple others in a couple other games. There were a couple issued in that Exeter girls game against Wilson. One towards the bench, actually.
You can do that?
You're gonna check the coaches, absolutely.
Oh wow. Wait, was it towards like the coach or was it towards the bench?
I don't know. I think it was one of the assistant coaches.
Ah.
I could be wrong. I don't remember exactly. All right, here comes Campbell on the free kick. It's long. And Liam Thomas into the game does not get the header off. They'll keep it. Here's Jones. You can see on the far side, that's the Exeter girls team getting ready. They're watching this game just as we are, trying to see if Exeter can make history and beat such a dominant program twice in the same season.
Eagles called for foul.
Here's another foul called against Exeter. Another free kick. It's been a day of a lot of fouls, and it looks like Matt Eschenauer, far side, expressing a little bit of frustration with it. Out of bounds, throw it for Jones. Eagles throwing it again. Look, they got 25 minutes. They just got to hold this one out. Would love to chip in a couple more goals. That ball goes out on Fleetwood. It's in for number 6, the corner for Exeter.
Again, I'm going to remind our fans 5 minutes and counting until our
Sandwich segment.
60 second at the 60-minute sandwich talk.
There we go. No, with a really nice corner, and Loy gets his hands on it before it causes any trouble.
I think Wawa should sponsor us to do that.
That'd be kind of sick. Primo Hoagies?
Or Primo
Oh,
Hoagies.
my. Andrew, remember when I took you there for the first time?
When I had the Milano from Primo
I thought you had a
Hoagies,
Caprese.
it was a Milano.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's like a type of caprese, I guess.
Okay.
I don't even know. I'm not a sandwich connoisseur, Adam. I don't like. I know what I eat, but like, I can't point out a Milano from a Caprese if you could ask me to. But no, but like
Okay,
this.
Andrew, we can't talk about sandwiches too much. We're not at our segment yet.
You know what? Yeah, you're right. We gotta save the
Exactly.
sandwich talk for.
Andrew, we've talked so
4
much about
minutes.
sandwiches that we need to reserve our own segment for it to not take up too much time. Here comes Smith on a nice opportunity, and Smith to the ground before anything can happen. A really nice opportunity by Smith, just weaving in and out of the defense, but no goal for the senior. Hey, maybe he can get one here. Smith a little far, and Fleetwood takes control. Eagles will keep it as they have for a majority of this game. Andrew Carell coming on very hard. Andrew Carell inside. It's going to go out of bounds, called against Carell and the Eagles. It's going to be a goal kick for Loy. Sub coming in. Here's Quinn Violon back into the game, replacing Smith, who just missed that shot on goal. Looks like Violon will be in the center. Karras shifting to the left side. Carell will stay where he is. Eagles keep it. Chisnell with a little fake there. Gets it to Hartman. And Andrew Carell with another nice opportunity. Just wide of the net. Man, Andrew has had some really nice shots on it so far.
You
He
got
gets a nice
that right.
He has a nice applause here from the crowded Exeter and from the girls' team on the other side of the field.
Yeah, Carell has been really good with his opportunities
Look,
today.
He's going to be shaped into one heck of a player, I'll say that.
Oh, yeah, he's only a freshman, is he?
Absolutely. I mean, he kind of groups
Yeah.
in with that other underclassman talent in the class of 28. Another foul called on the whistle. Andrew's got less than 2 minutes before his time to shine. Here's DeLillo, who scored Fleetwood's only goal of the day. That was within the 6th minute. Equalized it. It's Jones on the throw-in. Sub for Exeter is going to be Gavin Harner coming in for Peterson. And here's a nice ball up front. Coming on hard, Fleetwood. And on the tackle, Campbell gets it out of bounds. And that's the yellow card to Landon Campbell. Second of the day goes to Landon Campbell. Clock will stop with 20:45. So it's going to be a free kick opportunity for the Tigers. Inside, Feathers takes control. And I believe that shot was taken by Sully. All right, Andrew, we have about 20 seconds before your little segment. So again, you get 60 seconds. I want you to describe is the sandwich of the day, how you're making it, what you'd rate it, some other fun facts. Okay.
Oh, so it doesn't have to be a Wawa sandwich?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
Goes out of the Tigers, and Violon gets it out. So Andrew, after this corner kick, after they send it to the middle of the field, we'll get you on. Okay. I'll tell you when to go.
I'm ready.
Absolutely. We don't want our segment to be interrupted by a goal. Chase Knoll, the lefty, inside. Header, missed. It's going to go far and out of bounds. All right, Andrew, go.
Let me teach you something, okay? This is my specialty sandwich. If I'm going to make any dinner by myself, this is my go-to, okay? So this is what you do. You chop up onions and peppers, put them in a bowl, put some pepper in there, some garlic powder in there. You got to put some salt in there, olive oil, balsamic vinaigrette, and I think I put Italian seasoning on it too. Put that on the stove, put some little oil in the pan, saute it, and then what you do is you take some lettuce, some pesto, maybe some tomatoes, and those peppers and onions you just sauteed, and then, hear me out, either cheddar cheese or pepper jack cheese. You cook it on 2 pieces of white bread. I like to use Amorosos, like the rustic Italian ones. You put them on the grill. Put some nice olive oil on the bread.
You got a couple seconds left.
And some butter.
5.
And then cut it
4,
up. That's your sandwich.
3, 2, 1. That is our first ever 60th minute, 60-second sandwich segment. Thank you, Andrew.
It's my pleasure.
Absolutely. Fleetwood with a nice little opportunity there, but Eagles going to take it away. Violin kicks it up front for Andrew Carell, defended by Phineas McKinney. Mason Senna taken away. Violin trying to lay out on a tackle, unsuccessful. Hardman's got a lot of options in front of him. He's going to kick it straight at the goal, and it's Loy with no trouble on it. Ball's back for Liam Dolan. And it's going to get away from the Eagles. Jones has to send it back to Feathers. And now it's going to go all the way back to Loy.
Goalie passing to another goalie,
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah, basically.
You don't see that happen that often.
No, not at all. So you, Andrew, you see that might be an elbow?
I didn't see that.
Okay. Crowd thought so.
Yeah.
I thought it might have been. I'd have to look back at it.
There's a lot going on the pitch.
A reminder
there's
after
a lot going on at once.
Yeah, a reminder that we have the Exeter girls game against Warwick right after this one. That's going to be a really, really great matchup. You don't want to go, well, you do want to go somewhere because we have another live stream link for you on that one.
Yes.
We're going to migrate. Link is in the description of this video, and you can also find it in the Student Sportscast playlist on our YouTube. Or you can just go to YouTube, click on the live section, and then you'll find it. So plenty of places you can find the live link for our second game of the afternoon, the Warwick girls.
Yeah, and you're going to want to watch that game.
Oh, yes.
It's looking up to be a really good match.
Yeah, Warwick wins that one 5-1 last year. They're a good team again, and they had a freshman who had a hat trick against Exeter. So now she's a sophomore, and she's even better this year. I want to see what we can see from her. We'll dive more into that later. Here comes Smith, turning it around, taking a shot. Instead, we'll try to find Violon, actually. Where's this ball going? It somehow stays in bounds. I thought it would have been out on Smith's kick. It stays in for Violon, and then somehow Carell keeps it in. Then it goes out. So it's going to be a goal kick for, Fleetwood. Loy's kick goes right into the head of Evan Smith. Vylon battling. Vylon trying to get something going, and he's going to draw another corner kick. And that's valuable for a team. When Quinn's just there, he's just battling to try and cross it in. I mean, you're forced as Fleetwood to kick that out. Yet another corner. It's number 7 of the afternoon. Again, Exeter has tied their amount of goal scoring and now has tied their amount of corners that they had since their first matchup with the Tigers. Krell trying to get the header off, but instead it's going to go a little far on the deflection from Fleetwood. Eagles will throw it in. Here's Hartman trying to find a way in. Krell inside, and it's going to go far. Fleetwood is awarded possession. Dolan to his right. That's Andrew Krell kind of in the middle of the field now. Smith up front, just ringed up on the offsides call.
Wow, what a good attempt there from Smith, too.
Second offsides infraction of the evening for the Eagles. And that's going to, I mean, I don't think it would have cost them the goal because Evan did kick it anyways, and it didn't go in. But it's still a nice play nonetheless.
Yeah, a really good shot, too. He was looking for the upper corner of the goal there.
Mm-hmm.
If you just place it a little differently, it would have hit the net there.
Here comes Andrew Krell again, charging hard up front. And Vylon on the deflection gives it off to Loy. 13 to go. Andrew, this feels like a long game.
It has. Yeah, we've seen some pretty short ones, honestly.
I mean,
it's all relative.
We've been going for, what, like almost an hour and a half? And we still have 13 minutes left in this one.
Yeah.
I think it's partially because first half we had a couple stoppages on the goals, and then we've also had a few injury timeouts, a few yellow cards, which stopped the clock.
Mm-hmm. And obviously a couple goals there, too, in the beginning of the game that caused some stoppages as well.
So basically, the 3 ways to stop the clock in high school, it's all happened.
It has. Yeah, we've gotten all 3 in this game.
Cards, injuries, goals. That's what's going to do it for you. And we've seen it all.
Hey, if this is your first Adam Cook Student Sportscast soccer broadcast, then you're in for a little treat here.
Feathers with no trouble, just nonchalant picking that one up. Just catching it like he's at third base. Vylon off to Corral. It's picked off, and here's tripped up Hartman. It's going to be another foul called, and third yellow of the contest. Second for Fleetwood. Believe that goes against Elliot Height, the junior. His free kicks, he got some distance. Chase Knoll needs to put a nice spin on it. And it's a little far. Can't quite find Smith.
Free kick a little long for Evan Smith for the Eagles. Goal kick for Fleetwood.
Vylon to Smith. Smith has had a couple of opportunities and has that one denied from him.
Shot blocked out of play by for the Eagles.
Yet another corner kick coming in for blue and white. 8th of the day. Nice one, and Lloyd jumping to take it away. That was Vylon on the kick. Vylon's been taking him, for this half, Vylon has taken him near side and Noel far side.
Holding foul against number 2 Cody Eschenauer of the Eagles. Direct free kick. Officials have stopped the clock.
And we have clock stopped. And another yellow's coming in. And that's going to be Chase Knoll who gets that yellow card. 10:27 is the official time on the clock here at Don Thomas. 3-1 again our score. We haven't had anything touch the back of the net. Yeah, it looks to be far side. Like the Exeter's coaches are not too happy. Inside, nice ball for Salih, and Feathers diving to sit on it first.
Nice through ball by Fleetwood. Quickly grabbed by
Lucas Peterson makes his way to the scores table. He'll be entering again for the Eagles, and Fleetwood also having a sub. Wylot inside for Dolan, and touched last by Fleetwood. It's going to be another corner. Number 9. Exeter's had a lot of possession this game. I'd say about 75 to 80% has been controlled by Exeter.
Yeah, Exeter's had possession locked down for the majority of this team for this game, and that's got to look for good for the team, honestly, if they're able to keep possession here really long.
And Lloyd tips it off and chases down his own little touch. Kicks it off now. Andrew, you know it'd be funny
What?
if Hartman scored in the first and final minute of this game.
That would be funny. Yeah.
That's my little prediction. Mark it down. Smith coming in, and it goes loose. Whistle blown. It's on Smith. The foul is on Smith.
Exeter called for a foul instead of the penalty area of the Tigers.
Okay.
So the roar from the Exeter side of the crowd.
Andrew, how's the weather today?
The weather's great.
Look at this blue sky.
What a way to diffuse the situation, Adam.
8 minutes remaining. Salih inside. Kicked away from him. Here's McKinney battling with Danny Wolf, who is into the game now. Vylon chasing this one down from Corbin McKinney, the other McKinney. Corbin a sophomore, his older brother Phineas a senior. Lucas a nice kick in. Right side Danny Wolf. Not able to quite get it inside for any shots on goal. Hartman will carry it. What will Hartman do with it? Phineas McKinney is the one who gets the touch on it for Fleetwood. And ball's just going to go a little far from Smith. He will take control. It looks to be. No, he won't. Well, he's going to have that throw in. It's going to be taken by Lucas. Again, out of bounds. Jones, a big kick, right to Loy. Ball's going all over in this middle third of the pitch. It's going to be DeLillo who's carrying it. DeLillo up front. And that goes right to Feathers. Again, DeLillo on the wing, a senior. 11 goals this season, one of them being today. 2 of them in their last matchup with Daniel Boone.
Number 38, Jacob Padilla, entering the match for the Tigers.
Loy on the kick. Whistle
Clock
blown.
stop for an injured Fleetwood player following the goal kick.
And there's going to be a little bit of an injury situation on the field, so we're going to take a brief timeout as he gets checked out. We have 5 minutes remaining in this one. It's going to be Phineas McKinney coming out for Fleetwood on the injury, helped off by the trainer. He's on his own 2 feet, so that's good. Hoping the best for Phineas. Of course, health is just a variable in a season that can just throw a team off so much, and you really can't control it. It's unfortunate. McKinney's been having a really solid game, and you never want to see him go out in a competitive match like this. It's going to be a drop ball to restart this one. Not something you see too often. Again, 5 minutes remaining. Eagles lead by 2.
Exeter Eagles substitution, number 10, Logan Knoll.
And there's the substitution coming in for the Eagles last minute, and that's Logan Knoll coming in for Andrew Carell.
54, Ryan Shosky.
And also Fleetwood has a last second substitution before time restarts. It's Malshowski, the sophomore, re-entering this game. Liam Dolan to Evan Smith. Smith finds the side of the net, not exactly what he was looking for. It's going to be another goal kick for the Tigers.
Inside net. Goal kick for Fleetwood.
A battle in the midfield is with Malshowski and Hartman. They send it back for Jones. Jones has been playing pretty much the entire game. I don't know if he's come out at all. Here's Smith to Violon. Violon trying to find Danny Wolf on the right side. That just goes well out of bounds.
Extra shot wide and well out of play. Goal kick for the Tigers.
Man, it's a really nice turnout for a Saturday.
Yeah, we got a sizable crowd here. Good amount of Exeter families and fans, and a good amount of Fleetwood fans too.
Yeah, and you have Warwick filtering in too. That's not too far from here.
No, not really.
Not too far. It's kind of grouped in with some of those Lancaster schools, like Ephrata, Calico, Warwick. Like they're in an opposite county, but they're not like that far.
Nah, it's like the part of Lancaster that's kind of like bordering Berks.
Yeah, then you get to like the LSs and the Conestoga Valleys, and it's like, okay, that's a
it's
little bit of
far.
a drive.
Yeah.
I've been to both of those schools. Not the best drive. Builds character. Eschenauer's kick goes to Loy. There has not been much action in the second half, to say the least.
No, yeah. Both of these teams came off right off the bat at the beginning of this game with 2 goals here, and we haven't seen the same here in the second half. It's been kind of quiet in terms of goal scoring.
There's Liam Thomas coming back in for the Eagles with 2 minutes remaining in this one. Thomas, a sophomore, has a goal on 7 shots this season. Also a nice volleyball player. Has gotten some decent middens in. Has usually been in on attack as a forward. Ooh, here's a nice opportunity. Violon and Thomas, the men for Eagles. And goes a little loose from Senna. But Senna gets it back and kicks it back out for the Tigers. And look, Exeter's got to hold on for one more minute. That's all. Hey, here's Liam Dolan with another chance. And unfortunately for him, it goes in the hands of Lloyd, trying to chip on one more goal. He's unsuccessful. Andrew, I know my prediction was Hartman in the last minute. Let's see if we can do it. That'd be fun. Here comes Warwick's team. The girls on the far side. They're making their way in here. Hartman is still in the game. He's just not coming up close for an attack, and that's Logan Knoll sending it off to Lloyd. Lloyd's had a solid game. Some of those goals he just can't do much about.
Yeah. No, he's been solid in the goal. I would agree.
And Otto pressuring Feathers is Salih. Brenton's going to need to get back with 17 seconds left. Tigers probably got one more shot on goal. It's going to go out of bounds. Salih is awarded the corner. Will he take it? Oh, excuse me. The clock on our broadcast was a little high. So here comes a corner left. So now it is reflective of what we see at Don Thomas Stadium. So not exactly in sync, but regardless, it's going to be an Exeter win. Violon with the final kick. Exeter with the win. 3-1 the score, and they sweep the season series over their Division II rivals, the Fleetwood Tigers. A remarkable effort. We'll have one of the Exeter players coming in for a guest appearance as commentator during the girls' game. This will be it for our first game on this live stream link. In about 10 or so minutes, we'll be back live with the girls' coverage on that second link. You can find it on the Adam Cook Journalism YouTube as well as the link in the description. So make sure to come over there when we're live, and we will see you there. For this broadcast, I'm Adam Cook, alongside Andrew Schwenk, and thank you for watching.